Hey guys, I want to make a video about my White Lions backstory. Now, this video is optional. You can just skip it if you don't want to hear it. But some people like to hear the backstories of custom chapters. Please comment, rate, subscribe to my channel. I really like to hear comments about the miniatures I paint, so that way I can potentially get better at painting them. If they look good, that kind of deal. So that way I can get better at it. Negative, positive comments. And also, if you like my videos, please subscribe. Anyways, the backstory behind the White Lions chapter is that they were originally part of the Blood Angels. They were originally part of the Blood Angels chapter. Now, this Blood Angels scout and his men went to this planet with Blood Angels commander to this uncharted world near the constellation Leo to see if, hey, this planet's habitable, if it's got inhabitants, and see if they could take it. But basically, a lot of the Marines started getting killed by something they couldn't see. And this was scaring the Marines because they're like, what's killing these guys? We gotta find this out. And basically, they send out their scouts to see. Now, Hannibal and a couple of his scout brethren went to investigate, and eventually, one by one, they each got killed off, except for him. And he was the first one to see what was killing the men. It was a white lion, a giant lion, bigger than him, that was killing off his brethren. And he freaked and ran away. And he returned to his superior, and basically his superiors called him a coward for running away from the battle. So they basically stripped him of his armor and said, you know what, go out there to die with your brothers. And he went out there to die. He wanted the lion to kill him. Essentially, he met up with this white lion again. And it spoke to him. It asked him to come with him. And he was shocked. This lion could talk to him. And he's like, I don't have anywhere else to go. Might as well go with you. And he led him to this cave. And in this cave was writings of their planet's history. And basically, they were these beings, these energy beings, or something like that, who transformed themselves into lions. And they could travel between dimensions. That's how no one could see them, because they're traveling through dimensions and popping out and, killing people who try to invade their world. And basically, the lion said, you guys need to change, because you're killing worlds, you're killing your own people. Basically, the lion shows him the errors of the Emperor's ways, the errors of the Space Marines, and the Imperium of Man, how they're making the Imperium of Man, the people, to poverty, how they're getting poorer because of the manufacturing and Adeptus Mechanicum building these giant factories for Titans. Basically, they're getting poorer and starving. And basically, he's shocked at this because his eyes were opened to what the Imperium was really doing. They weren't benefiting mankind, they were destroying it. And he asked the lion, what can I do to help? And he tells him, go to your brethren, the rest of your brethren who are scouts, and tell them about this, to bring them here, and I will show them this. So he goes to his scout brethren, who first reject him because he's supposed to be, he's supposed to go off and die. But basically, they start to say, let's just follow him real quick, see what he's talking about. And the lion speaks to them, and he tells them about their ways, and they are convinced that the Imperium is wrong. And so they're like, well, what can we do? And the Lion tells them that they must kill their superior, their commander, and Hannibal must take the role of the leader. Of course, Hannibal's like, why do I have to take it? And he says, because I spoke to you first. He's like, okay. So they go and kill the commander and blame it on the White Lion. And the White Lion also helps kill off the rest of the tactical squad, and they return to the Blood Angels' homeworld. Also, another thing, the Lion cures them of the red thirst, so they're not susceptible to that anymore. So they return to the homeworld of Sanguinius and tell them of this. Of course, they're shocked about this, and they say, you know what, let's replenish your men, let's send them out and take this planet. He's like, no, we can take them. Just give us Space Marine armor, because we fought the enemy. We've seen them. We're more experienced with them, so we can have better chances of taking them. And basically, the sanguinary commander or whatever says, all right, I'll send you back there with some Space Marine armor. And so they're sent back and return to this planet. And they don't kill the White Lions. They make that planet their homeworld, their new homeworld, the new base of operations. And they take their armor and paint it white as a tribute to the White Lion. But they leave the red shoulder pads and robings as a sort of a, little tidbit to their old chapter, the Blood Angels. And there's not that many of them. There's like only 200 Marines and like 50 Terminators, so they're very low in numbers, and because of this, Hannibal doesn't really like them to get into dangerous situations. He likes to reserve them. And because of this, his Terminators are his rarest economy, whatever. So he basically has them in drop pods because he trusts the drop pods guidance system to land them onto the battlefield easier than deep striking them, because he doesn't want to lose this precious resource. He also gives them, he tells them, you must take combi plasmas because they're better weapons than your stupid little storm bolters, because they can annihilate a whole unit of guys, thus keeping his men safe from an entire tactical squad. Also, he doesn't like big bulky vehicles because once again he can't get that commodity from the Blood Angels. So like he has transports, but he doesn't have the big major vehicles too much like a Land Raider. If he gets one, it's a captured Land Raider from Chaos Space Marines, or from a different Space Marine chapter. Also, Hannibal doesn't like his men fighting big monstrous creatures or characters because once again he doesn't want to risk losing his troops because they're so few in number. So basically he goes and kills it with his honor guards. Also, Hannibal, when he fights, he's usually companioned with his White Lion that made him the new chapter master. Basically, for now, their secret organization, they're trying to make some allies with different races to take down the Emperor of Mankind, so Hannibal can become the Emperor of the Imperium. So far, he's allies with the Word Bearers because they don't like the Imperium of Man, they don't like Chaos Space Marines, they don't like Chaos too much, too. He also is trying to become allies with the Tau because the Tau have immense firepower, and that's good for his plans because, they mirror the Imperial Guard. Their firepower is equal to the Imperial Guard's firepower. That's why he needs the Tau to help them kill the Imperial Guard. He is also thinking about becoming allies with the Thousand Sons, but he's not sure of them yet. He also tries to stay away from making allies with the normal Space Marine chapters because Horus Heresy, those guys didn't betray the Emperor then, What makes you think they're going to betray the Emperor now? So he's working in secret to try and take down the Imperium and make a new golden age from the Imperium of mankind. But he works in secret. But sometimes the Blood Angels call upon him and say, hey, we want you to do this. We want you to go to this planet, invade it. He's like, sure, but he won't allow the Blood Angels to assist him. Because they're just crazy motherfuckers. They're blood crazy vampires. He doesn't like them for that. He wants to stick with his troops who are battle hardened and experienced. Not these blood crazy freaks. And their homeworld is on the constellation Leo. I am also thinking about making that their symbol, the constellation of Leo. Kicking around that idea. So he likes to travel light and fast and hit hard. That's basically how he rolls. Well, I guess that's the backstory of the White Lions. Hope you liked it. Bye.